Alright, we're up in the blind this morning. This piece of property that I've got permission to hunt had deer all day, Saturday and Sunday, and we didn't hunt. But today is Monday, and I'm out here. I'm gonna do a sit. You can see the sun's up already, but it's archery season. We're gonna sit tight, see what we see, hopefully catch a deer. Alright, I just had a trail camera picture go off. There's a doe actually following the way that I came in this morning. So it's eating a logging road food plot that I threw out. Let's see if this doe comes up to where I'm at. I'm whispering into my microphone because there's two does 15 yards right here. They came up the same way that I walked in. Oh, there's a good doe. We might get us a doe here this morning. I can see through this burlap. I'm gonna zip it and see if we can't get us a doe here this morning. Alright, now they kind of walked back the other way like they're not gonna come in front of me, but I think if I give them enough time, they will come out in front of me. Well, about 10 minutes gone by, and I just got a picture of those deer going back the way they came down that logging road. It was actually 4 does, 2 pretty good ones, and then 2 yearlings. But if I wasn't filming, I could have just sent an arrow right out the back of here and got one of them. They came at closest 15 yards right here. But since I'm filming, I need them to come where it's easy for me to get this camera on them and then send the arrow. So hopefully they come back here in a little bit, or maybe their grandpa. But filming things makes things a little bit more tricky. Give you a quick look of what I'm seeing from my view here. I left these branches to kind of hide us. But pretty tight in here. About 25 yards is the furthest I could potentially fling an arrow at something, but they've been coming through here. I got a doe at 20 yards in front of me now. But I'm gonna try to let her come in the lane where I can get it on film and you guys can see it. A couple big does. Seems like a good hit. I think I heard it hit. Working the camera and all that at the same time. I'm gonna run back the tape real quick and see where that bolt hit. Whew. Man, my heart is just thumping. That was at 20 yards. Alright guys, so I just played back the footage. There was 2 pretty decent sized does. That doe almost walked out of frame before I got the shot off, but looked to me like I probably got the back of the heart, so could not have gone very far. The one that I slung
the arrow at, and there was one standing behind it. Both took off running almost dead straight away from me, but those were 3-inch swackers I had on here, and it looked to me like I got it right in the heart. It might have been a little bit lower than I would have liked, but man, with the cameras and everything, trying to do it by yourself, oh man, my heart was pounding. But it's definitely hard to self-film hunts. But let's go see if we can find this doe here. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and just give it some time, and then let's go see if we can track that doe down. All right, guys, so just climbed down out of the stand. If you guys watch the show, that's that DIY, do-it-yourself enclosed ladder stand I did in a video, but it's been about 15 minutes. I've got another arrow in here just in case. I said I did. Well, I thought about it and I didn't put it in there. I just cocked it though. So let me go ahead and put an arrow in here. But I was able to get the footage to play back on my camera, and it looked to me like a heart shot. Possibly a little low, possibly a little back, but those are 3-inch swackers. I heard the arrow hit. I don't think that doe will have gone very far, but it was standing somewhere right around here, and that's a 450 feet per second crossbow too. Oh, there's the arrow stuck in the ground. Let me give you guys the view that I'm seeing here. Flip you around. So there's the arrow. Definitely has blood on it. That went straight through that deer and in the ground. Like I said, 450 feet per second. But I'm gonna do a quick scan up through here. Not a huge amount of blood initially. I can hear a deer blowing in the distance. Well, let's see what we can find here. There's definitely blood, but not as much as I would have expected or liked to see. I might not have hit this doe as good as I thought I did. All right, found the doe. Well, like I said, not impressed by that trail at all. I don't know if the thing didn't open up or what, but those are like 3 inchers. Those are some big old broadheads, but it went, I don't know, hard to say, 50, 60 yards. Here's a doe right here. I'll show you as I found it. There's the entry, and then we're gonna see what the exit looks like, but it was a tad far back. Heart is about right there, but still got the deer down. Now it's time to get to work. Hold on. I'll get it drug out of here a little ways first. All right, I told you guys that I was using the 3-inch swackers. You guys that watch the show all the time saw me sight in this crossbow and then test out those swackers. Seemed to fly good, exactly as my field point. But yeah, using my new enclosed stand I made the other day, and wearing my new Takari camo. That's a camo I've been telling you guys they got at Walmart now. It's Takari. It's from True Timber Camo. But yeah, those of you that didn't see the video where I sighted this thing in, this is the crossbow. 10-point stealth 450, and we did chronograph it, and the feet per second is coming in right at around 450 feet per second. I would have liked this to be a big old buck. We had a buck come through this area last night, but hey, we got a doe come through. Use the 10-point Stealth 450, those 3-inch swackers. Just another little piece of the story for you guys that tune in and watch the show. This is a spot where I did an in the woods food plot. From this far away, you probably can't even see it, but even right behind me, I've got all these little buds. I might as well show you. Pull up another. All these little buds coming up. So now, I don't think they're coming in for these food plots just yet. Just judging off of literally all the dirt you see here is covered in greenery stuff, just like I just showed you. Just pulled my crossbow bolt out the ground. The arrow, or bolt, if you want to call it a bolt, seems to be fine, but that broadhead, nope. And now, I don't know if that bent. Judging by the exit wound, it definitely opened up. But you can see that's, I mean, I'll give you that view. Well, that's still red too, isn't it? That's how big it is opened up. Definitely bent that sucker. I don't know if that's hitting a rib or it hit a rock in the ground or what, but definitely messed up that point or that broadhead. But let's get this thing drug out to the spot where I'm gonna field dress them. All right, I got her drug over here to where I normally field dress everything. Now, I'm not gonna show you the field dressing, but I am gonna show you the knife that I started using for this type of stuff starting last year. This is the Schrade Isolate Enrage. If you hadn't heard of it, this is the Isolate Enrage from Schrade. It has that no slip coating, easy open, but really the kicker is I got that brand new blade on there. This is the Rage technology that they use in Rage broadheads, but it is a replaceable blade. You can see, snap that out right there. I should have, yeah I do. I've got replacements here in my pouch for when I need them. Never have a dull knife out in the field again. But I'm gonna get to working on this, and I'm actually gonna donate this doe. Tennessee has a Hunters for the Hungry program. I'm gonna field dress this, take it to the butcher, and we're gonna donate it. But just dragging it to this spot right here, I was trying to be quiet, but I jumped a doe that was bedded right here, which was actually the same way that I came in here this morning. So they use this path. I'm definitely gonna take note of that. But I'm gonna get to work here.